Hello and welcome. In today's video, I'm sharing what it means to have a Venus in Scorpio, including what your love language is and what your biggest struggle is going to be in love life. Hello and welcome. My name is Isabelle and today I am talking about what it means to have Venus in the sign of Scorpio. Right now it is very close to Valentine's Day, and if we're in a relationship, we want to show our partner a little extra love, and we know maybe think that astrology, specifically Venus, is the way to do so. Or if we're single right now, we just have one massive eye roll to all the couples doing coupley stuff, and we want to show ourselves a little extra love. Venus is the way to do so. So in this video, I'm covering what it means to have a partner who has a Venus in Scorpio and what it means if you have a Venus in Scorpio, including how Venus is so much more than just the planet of love. So I'm going to cover in this video what your love language is based off of having a Venus in Scorpio, and what your biggest struggle is going to be in love, and what you value. So let's dive in. Oftentimes we look to the planet of Venus when we're looking for a relationship or getting into a relationship because we want to understand how we interact in a relationship better. And while it is true that Venus is very relevant to relationships, it's all about love, it is so much more. Venus is the planet of love, wealth, and worthiness. So at its core, Venus shows us what we value in a relationship and what we value in life in general. As an example, I'm a Venus in Taurus, which means I value commitment in a relationship, but I also value just having grounding in my everyday life. I also not only value having comfort in a relationship, but I value having comfort in my everyday life. I need to take care of myself. I need to wear my nice velvet clothes and my luxurious jewelry. That doesn't just mean I need someone to give it to me, but I need to give it to myself. So knowing your Venus sign not only shows you what you need from a relationship or how your partner is going to act in a relationship, but it shows you how you can show yourself better love and what you need to live life to the fullest. So that's a little review of what Venus is. What is Scorpio? Scorpio is the 8th sign of the zodiac wheel and is all about depth. It comes right after Libra. Libra is where we first form relationships with other people. The first 6 signs of the zodiac are all about just the self. I do this, I feel this, I act like this. Libra is where we go and take all that self, that version of ourself, that self-identity, and merge with another person for the first time. So we're very neutral, harmonious, trying to maintain ourselves and maintain them, allowing them to be themselves. Scorpio is where we start to merge with other people. It is a water sign, so it's where we blend together. Scorpio is all about, wherever we have Scorpio in our chart, we become very focused on intimacy, on depth. And this means that some shadows may come up along the way, some unhealthy behaviors, some intensity. So when we have Venus in the sign of Scorpio, we become very intense in love. And if you have a partner with a Venus in Scorpio, or if you have a Venus in Scorpio, this can sound surprising. And that's because Scorpio takes a long time to trust people. In a way, you can think that it's going to be like a Venus in Aries, where Venus in Aries shows up into the relationship just full head on, charging on, wanting all the passion and intensity and fire in the world. You can think this is what Scorpio sounds like at first, but it's actually very different because Venus in Aries charges straight on immediately, whereas Scorpio takes a long time to form depth. This is what the Scorpio archetype is all about, especially when applied to Venus. It takes a long time to form intimacy. And so if you have a Venus in Scorpio, you're going to notice that it takes you a long time to trust people in relationships and to get to that closeness that you crave so deeply. Venus in Scorpio wants depth in a relationship. They value close connection. They might even value merging with the partner a little bit, but it takes them a long time to get there. So when they're looking for a partner, they work slowly over time. They slowly allow themselves to trust people. They let little bits of themselves out, little bits at a time, so that they can show the person that they trust them. In some ways, the Venus in Scorpio can slowly become possessive in a relationship. They want to feel like they own their partner to some degree because that's how they feel closeness. So you can notice that for yourself or your partner who has a Venus in Scorpio, that they feel maybe in public even too, that they're trying to be very possessive over you. They want to show that you are mine. And while this can bother some people, also know that this is just their way of showing love by saying, I appreciate you, I like who you are as a person, and I want to be with you. Because Scorpio is a water sign, this has a lot to do with emotions, and people with a Venus in Scorpio want intense dedication and emotional closeness. So like I said, Venus and Scorpio can struggle a lot to form that trust fast, but they do over time. And the best way to show trust and to start get a Venus and Scorpio to trust you is make a safe space for them to show emotion and show your own emotions themselves to them, because that's going to show them that you trust them, and that'll make the relationship feel much more valuable to them. They want to be able to share those close things with you, to share their secrets, to share their fears, to share their bad sides. You know, oftentimes in a relationship, we can see people as just this perfect person, and then the Venus in Scorpio, especially so, can feel like they can't show their bad sides. Everyone has bad sides to them. Everyone has their own struggles, and they want to know that you accept that within them. So make a safe space to show for your partner to show you that they have struggles. Make them feel okay with the fact that they have their own issues, and make them feel okay to share what they feel, because that emotional intimacy is something they highly value. Venus in Scorpio, of course, is all about intimacy and sexuality. So these people need maybe a lot of physical touch and closeness in their relationship. So make sure that you make time for that with them if you're in a relationship with someone who has a Venus in Scorpio. A Venus in Scorpio is not going to want to share all their secrets at once, so definitely don't push for it. Eventually they'll share it with you when they feel ready. And this is something that the Venus in Scorpio can struggle with a lot in relationships, is like I said, they take time to form trust. But they might need to reflect on when is too late. Because they take so long to form trust, they might never open up to their partner, and their partner can be thinking, what the heck, I've just opened up so much to you and you're not reciprocating, and yet you seem to be happy. I'm not happy with this though. So if you're Venus in Scorpio, notice if you're waiting too long to trust someone, and if you need to show that person a little more trust. Do they deserve a little bit more of your trust? They might not, and this might not be a good relationship for you. But if they are worthy of your trust, show them a little more trust. Open up just a little bit more to them. Allow yourself to soften a little around them. A Venus in Scorpio might also want to keep in mind that they value a lot of intensity in their relationship, and their partner might not be that open with that. They might be a Venus in Libra or a Venus in Aquarius, where they don't naturally feel very emotional, wishy-washy, and they don't value that much intimacy as much as you do. So notice just pay attention to if you're seeking more intensity than your partner, and it's up to you to decide what to do about that. Maybe you need to ask your partner to open up a little more to you and show more intensity, or it might be time for you to just show that emotional intensity with yourself. So like I said in the beginning of this video, the Venus is not just about how we act in relationships, but it's how we act with ourselves. So if you're a Venus in Scorpio, you need to show yourself that self-trust. Open up to yourself. Be curious towards yourself. Learn about your shadows. Shadow work can be a really huge part for a Venus in Scorpio to form that depth with themselves and fulfill themselves more in their lives. You need to be close to yourself. So journaling can be a great practice for you as well. Meditation, things that get you in touch with yourself can be highly important. And don't shy away from any part of yourself. Accept every part of yourself. Learn to live with every part of yourself and get to know yourself better to form that intimacy and form that depth. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below and let me know what else you struggle with as a Venus in Scorpio, or what you struggle with your partner who has a Venus in Scorpio. Maybe I can help you guys out and offer a little bit of advice, or just let me know in the comments below. If you also, while you're down there, you might want to download the free birth chart workbook, where I walk you through the basics of your chart and how to actually apply them to your life so that you can use astrology to better your life rather than just take in information. The birth chart workbook is free, and it's a super fast way to understand your chart better. If you did it, it'd probably take you only 15 minutes to understand the basics of your chart, and it would make a huge difference in how you interact with your everyday life. So the birth chart workbook is in the description below. It is free, and right below it, you're going to notice that I have the Making Mindfulness Fun bundle, which is where you get all of our courses and all of our workbooks, which is 30 plus workbooks, for only $30. It's an insane deal. That's only $1 per workbook and $1 per course. So hit the link below to get the Making Mindfulness Fun bundle, where we have workbooks and courses on chakras, Enneagram, astrology, and so much more. So the link is in the description below to get the Making Mindfulness Fun bundle for only $30 right now. So grab that, grab the free birth chart workbook, and hit subscribe to stay tuned for further videos on Venus through the signs. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Namaste.